All right, it is the Ron and Fez show, hanging out with you today. We're bringing Dave's mom in. It's a big, I guess, what you consider a family get-together in the city of Manhattan. That's right. Planned for today. And here's Beanie. Hi, Beanie. How are you, darling?
Hi, Ron. How are you?
It's great to see you.
Oh, it's good to see you, too, and Fez.
I guess we haven't seen you since the wedding, huh?
That's about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a great party in August.
Yeah, I heard about that. I heard it was pretty fantastic.
Yeah, it was great, and we have I brought some pictures.
Oh, great! That's fantastic on the radio. It's something really good. It's a visual medium, and to be able to sit around. Now, we'll catch people up.
The pictures aren't just for you. I hate to say it, but they're for Casey and Dave.
Oh, all right, nice. Glad you finally accepted them. Now, we haven't really talked about this for a while, but Dave, he was a stay-at-home boy for a long time.
Yes, he was.
And then
I loved it.
Yeah, you kept your baby.
That's it.
Kept your Ruby.
That's it,
kept your
baby.
Ruby home.
Absolutely.
And then Dave just did this flash thing. I guess he had a long-term girlfriend.
Yes.
But then out of nowhere, new girlfriend. He gets engaged.
Yes.
Before you even get the opportunity to meet her.
Yes.
And then he gets married on the radio. So that had to be somewhat of a shock to you, huh?
It certainly was.
Yeah.
It was quite a shock, actually. I don't want to get serious or anything.
No.
But I have to, because right before Dave told me he was getting married, a good friend died.
So two shots back to back. Yeah. Two horrible things in a row.
Jerry, you. So it was within 2 days.
Right.
And so
two horrible things in 2 days.
Interesting.
Uppercut and a left jab.
Yeah.
There.
I'm working with him on timing.
So I didn't eat or sleep for a week.
Uh-huh.
And this is really weird. So I thought, geez, maybe there's something really wrong with me, because I go to El Salvador, and the year before I went to El Salvador, I got sick.
Drug money.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And more like women's mental health clinic. So
I hope it works out for you, because I think you can come back. I think you'll refine your sanity. So when this happened, you hadn't slept for a while.
Yeah. So anyway,
and then you got the horrible news. Dave was getting married.
Well, it wasn't horrible.
Not horrible, but shocking news.
Shocking
Yeah.
is a really good word. Shocking's perfect word.
Right.
So a week later, I still wasn't eating and sleeping, and doctor. So I'm telling you all this.
Sure, I understand.
This is like my shrink. So I
do
went
that for
to
people.
Yeah,
Three-quarters of the show.
I'm the captain of my golf team, and
Congratulations,
thanks.
Captain.
And I was there, and I showed up, and I said. I called my doctor and I said, could I come? And the doctor said, yes, you must come if you want an appointment right now. So I came, and I left my whole golf team. And I felt bad about that. I left my golf team.
You actually walked off the course to talk to your shrink because Dave was getting married.
Yeah, I did. And I felt bad. I felt bad for the person I was supposed to play with.
They tore that letter C off.
I
felt real bad.
Yeah. And Fez, we're on satellite. You don't have to just say that. You can actually say the whole word. All right. So,
It's easier.
It's easier for you?
Yeah.
You don't like the headphones?
No, I don't.
I'll take mine off. I'll take mine off too.
You can't hear your voice too much.
They're nothing.
All right.
So when Dave did this, it was shocking at first. You had to see a psychiatrist.
Well, it wasn't a
I do
psychiatrist.
wrong?
It was my doctor, and I said to my doctor, "Geez, doctor, do you think I'm sick again?" Because I thought maybe I was sick all over. And he said, "No, you're not sick." And he gave me a little pill. He said, "You could take this for a week and see how you feel." So
Good.
I took it for 4 days. I felt fine. I started sleeping and eating.
Yeah, I like Valium too.
It wasn't Valium, but it was close.
What was it?
I don't even know. It was one of those little pills they give you.
Try to get some more, and I mean you could.
I have a whole bunch of them still left over.
Well, what are we doing sitting here? We can always drive.
Actually, I was going to give them to my girlfriend, but
that's the great thing about pills. They are to be shared.
Yes.
So the pills helped you accept the fact that little Ruby had grown up and was going to marry a Jewish girl.
But David was going to get married.
Yeah.
Listen, I said to my husband, I said, what? We should be happy.
Right.
What the heck? We should be happy that David found somebody he loves. Why are we so nervous and stuff? We should be happy about it.
But I guess as a kid, he put you through a lot. You had First of all, he was long to bloom. It took him a longer time than it does with most humans.
Yes.
And
he's still blooming.
Right. Because I know he's been in and out of a lot of colleges, and it just seemed like, what is he going to do? Especially when the rest of the boys were just, let's face it.
Everybody has
success.
Yeah. Everybody's got that Dave in their family.
Everybody has a little something going on.
Right.
And, to be honest with you, I loved his company. And so I kind of, also I knew that for him, he for his sake, he needs to get out. But to be honest, I loved his company.
I was like,
you wanted to hold on to him. Wanted to keep him.
I was like, Chris Elliott and Get a Life.
Right.
I was just going to live in the basement.
But at a certain point, did you say to yourself, hey, I don't know whether this is good for him. He's still here.
I want to say that no, he decides what's good for him. Right. I decide what's good for me. My husband decides what's good for him, and I just have faith. I have faith that it'll all work out. I have faith. Right. I have faith in a higher power, and I have faith in God, and I just say, well, it'll work out.
I love to talk to someone in the program too. It's best to talk about that higher power. Hey,
not bad. It is good.
I know I've seen you with a drink before, so I know you're in programs.
There's a number of programs.
Yeah, right.
There's not only one program.
Oh yeah, the other one is about the kid that won't move out. So, but look at him now. He is doing well. He's with a beautiful woman. He's got a great apartment in Brooklyn. He's got a job. Income coming in.
Yep.
So thank you. Thanks to you and Fez. Thank you again. Yeah. I always
we did that against our better, angels. But we said to ourselves, you know what? Forget it.
We did the right thing.
Yeah, we did the right thing. We had our own faith.
That's it. There you go.
My weird thing is I believe in a lower power. Isn't that odd? That's who my allegiance
I believe in that too.
Me and Ozzy.
I like the medium. I like the medium power.
The medium power. Right. But he's doing good now. You've got to say you're a little bit proud of him.
Oh, I'm very proud and very, very happy, and I'm proud of all my sons.
Yeah, well, those other two, they mock Dave, he tells us. They make fun of him.
Who does?
Walter. Walter J. Well, he sent one time a dog collar.
Yeah, he did.
I could get shocked.
So he could get shocked. He tries to set Dave up to be hurt on the show quite a bit.
You know what's interesting about that? Wally, originally... I have a picture at home on the refrigerator when David he looked like a bobble doll with his head all twisted around.
Big giant head.
And Wally's holding him, and Wally has been sort of like his protector and has been crazy about him since he's a.
What about Wally's wife?
Wally's wife is awesome.
Yeah, but a little bit embarrassed of Dave on the radio. She told us.
Yeah, she
said that she doesn't think it's funny and it's hurtful.
Demeaning.
Yeah, demeaning. Is
Yeah.
An idiot, I heard.
She what?
Nothing.
No. His wife. I was just with his wife actually yesterday down in Philly, getting my hand checked. And
so this is like the wives tour. You're going to be seeing
all the wives.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Are you comfortable with Casey? Are you in?
I love Casey.
Yeah.
I actually love Casey, but this is one of the reasons that I love Casey. It's so she'll freak out. This is so weird.
Yeah.
I love her phone message.
Oh, yeah. She got a funny phone message, does she?
No, it's not.
You found
it's
something.
Just very, very... I love what it says.
Yeah.
I just love what it says. It would be almost like I would say something. Also, I totally... 100% relate to what Casey does and what she's doing at her point in her life, because I was the exact same way.
Now, what is she doing now?
She's testing the waters and, perhaps going to Borders, and she's looking into opportunities. But she told me something which was really true. That she wants to find something and that she is passionate about what she does. And so she's hesitant to jump into anything.
Well, one thing I know,
and that's just the way I was. I graduated from college when I was 44.
I know that Casey loves us talking about her private life on the air. That's something she's very into. Now, but that's great because it's a scary thing, I guess, especially when you don't know. Here's your baby, your little Ruby, is going to spend the rest of his life with someone you haven't even...
Ruby? I didn't know that you're Ruby.
Yeah.
But it is kind of cute. Red hair, Ruby, is that it?
Well, wasn't that you called him that as a youngster when you would dress him up as a girl?
Me up.
Pinky.
Yeah, it was Ruby. Don't change it.
But I did call him Pinky when he was little.
Now, why would you call him Pinky?
He was so cute and pink and tiny, like your Pinky.
Now I'm pink and large.
Baby hamster.
He was adorable.
Yeah.
But anyway, now I'm very, very happy with where David is. And
Wow.
I'm just happy with all my kids, really. I think you just have faith that everything will work out.
You
There's
know,
a
that's
plan.
great. I wouldn't have high standards either with my kids. I would say, as long as they're breathing, they're doing okay. They're doing okay. Now, Dave, why you told us this story? One time you ran away when you were, and you didn't contact anybody. But we never heard it from your point of view, BB. That had to be pretty frightening.
It was
to have
very
this
frightening.
young boy run away from home like that
Yeah,
and
he wasn't
disappear.
that young. He was
23.
23.
Oh, 23. That's not
Oh.
Yeah.
running
But
away.
you know,
I'd
he
already
did
lived
run
outside
away
my
once
house for 6
before, though
years.
David doesn't remember this.
No.
Oh, at 24 also?
No, he ran away when he was about 15 or 16.
Uh-huh.
But he didn't get very far. He got as far as Newark. He got on the train and he could only go to Newark. And Wally was in Hoboken while he went and got you.
Oh, I don't remember that.
He had
Now-
a bad report card.
Now, how do you not
that's
remember
right.
things that happened when you're 15 or 16?
I honestly have no memory of that.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
that's
weird.
really happened. He got C's or D's or something.
Tons
And
of bad report cards. It always seems comes back to
let's be
bad
honest.
I don't know if he got
report
F's,
cards
but
with
the
you.
point of maybe
Yeah.
he got an F. But the point was he got a bad report card and he ran away and so like Daddy and I were shocked.
Yeah.
So anyway, we got him. So
You
when
were,
he-
you were shocked that he ran away, or shocked that he had a bad
what's
report
up
card?
with that, right?
Yeah, because you were used to the bad report cards, I guess.
I just wasn't used to anybody running away.
Right. Why is it always
I didn't
your
know
thing
anybody-
to dash to get out of there?
Well, Mr. Bennington.
I mean, it's called fight or flight. Why
Yeah.
never fight? Why is it always
No,
flight?
my boys fight.
I never responded to the yelling.
Yeah.
And I don't have to say my parents, but,
They were
Mommy-
big yellers.
Well, no, I mean, Mommy,
No.
she...
No.
What would she do?
I mean, no.
What drove you away?
She's a wonderful person,
But-
and very caring. Well, she could yell with the best of them. So
sure.
she would yell. She would yell.
But she was raising Beaker. It had to be so difficult.
She likes a film like Goodfellas. Mm-hmm. So you remember the bar scene,
Right.
okay? So let's just say that could be reenacted.
She would put the boots to you.
I don't know what I don't know that part of.
They beat a man to
Goodfellas.
death and then
Beat a man
stabbed
to
him in the
death.
trunk
Okay,
with a
I'm not
knife.
really sure of that.
So
I don't go that far.
yeah,
No.
But
I
so
never beat
you
anybody
felt
to
like Fez that when your parents yelled, it was
Yeah, I'd like to hide,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
so Newark seemed to be a good idea. At the
No,
time.
no, you were
Good
heading
pick.
for New
Sure,
York.
every youngster runs off to Newark when they get the
No, he
chance.
was
The big
heading for New
city,
York, and you had
Yeah.
to change trains.
and that's where he got lost at 16.
No, they didn't have any more money to get to New York.
Oh.
You ran out of money.
That's another one of my shortcomings. The planning
Yeah.
isn't always so
Yeah.
spot on.
Well, you seem like you take off in a panic.
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
Yes.
I always a lot easier. Don't
Now,
you
when he
think?
disappeared for 2 weeks that time and was
Yeah.
living in New York, that had to be frightening for you. You probably didn't sleep at all.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I didn't sleep much. I didn't eat much.
Yeah.
The good part of it was I did lose a little weight.
Oh, good.
That was the good
Well, I
news.
mean, it's frightening when you know someone's out there
Well, you
23
know what?
years old. I know at
Yes.
the time myself, my parents were worried because I had 2 kids in a house. But in this case, it's also frightening because you didn't know if he was eating or what he was doing.
I didn't know if he was alive or dead. That was
Yeah.
never mind with the eating.
Do you remember the
eating.
terrible call when you found out he was alive?
No, but we did get some calls
Oh my
from.
God! She just drops the phone.
No, we got some
He's
calls
alive.
from people who spotted him in different places,
Did you?
which was
Did
really
you?
weird.
Had you hired a private detective to
No.
look for him, or?
No, not really. And then, but we did have a friend who was a former state trooper who helped us a little bit.
Uh-huh.
But that actually didn't happen. What happened was I think he charged some things, and
Right.
Daddy and Pat and then Pat saw the stuff and I guess, I know what happened. The card people called us up and said, "We have some unusual charges."
So
And
he
my
just ran up a
husband
lot of
said,
bills.
"Oh," and then so you're buying like little. It was a little thing.
Combos.
But there were novelties.
So you got nowhere to live.
I wanted
You
a
buy
little
it-
Statue of Liberty thing.
That's what he was. He was hanging out with his little Statue of Liberty doll, but
I mean, I never get the credit. We're really worried. There's an extra $6.75 charged to your card.
but it was on 42nd Street. And everything was odd. And then, of course, it was the hotel on 43rd
St.
Street.
James.
Yeah.
And then, was it the St. James?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was a dump. But anyway,
$99 a night, you know.
yeah, on Daddy's credit card. Oh, well.
Yeah,
So, but anyway, we got him back, and the rest is history.
it really is.
But that's when the client. Just
They
like
didn't take another 6 years to get out.
Okay.
That's right.
But just like
That's right.
an epic Wes Anderson film, you'll have to go through high points, low points, and then you get right back
Oh,
up.
absolutely.
You know?
You have to test the waters. You know, I even thought to myself, because I did a lot of, not that type of thing, but I thought if maybe, because I grew up in the 50s, if I was a man, I might have tried some of those things that David tried.
Getting little
But see,
novelty
women
things
don't-
on Broadway.
Well, no, women wouldn't run away. It was too scary.
Well, not at 23. They'd be, adults by then.
Yeah. That's, well, I figured as much, but I came back after that episode and went to college for another 4
Did the
years
grades
or so.
improve?
Oh, yeah, he graduated
yeah.
like 0.2 of a point from cum laude.
I graduated 3.5.
3.5.
Yeah, at age 28. That would be great if you were getting out of medical school. Not getting your associate's degree.
At Monmouth University.
No, he got his.
Now, look
bachelor's.
at it.
He got
Look
his
how he's parlayed that into this wonderful career.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I was going to give him his employee review today, but I don't want him to take off.
Oh, were you going to be doing employee reviews?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
boy.
Well, that's great.
Thank God we
But
have
you know,
lunch.
it's wonderful, and it's also just to talk about David, if you want me to. If you don't want me
Sure,
to,
I'd love to.
Okay. When David was in high school, he decided that he would not be like the rest of them. He was arguably the best athlete
Thank you,
of
Mrs.
the four, and he
I didn't say
decided
it.
that he would not be. He would not do it. I think because his brothers all did it. So, David, what was the name? You were the editor of the what?
The Arrester magazine.
He wouldn't compete against other kids.
He did in the beginning, and then
Flight.
he decided he wasn't going to go down. He just veered off. And I've read where the youngest sometimes are very, they rebel a lot and they don't want to do anything their brothers did, and that's what David did. But he wrote a wonderful poem, and I have the poem.
Oh, great. I'd love to hear it.
But he
Oh,
wrote
that's
it in
nice.
7th grade.
I'd love to hear
David,
it.
would you read it? Because
Should I read it?
Yeah, what's the name of this poem?
Stages of Life.
This is called The Stages of Life.
Okay.
I remember this poem.
That was a cool poem.
Yeah,
I adored it.
This
I
was
adored it.
freshman year of high school.
But honey, where
No,
did
because it says homeroom 7.
Oh, okay.
Not grade 7.
Okay, all right,
So
sorry.
for a 7th grader, this would be good, but here he was a freshman in college.
high school.
High school, or maybe even a sophomore. So I was probably 16, 17 when I wrote this. The stages of life. The stages of life are of many seasons, all scattered about in many days. One needs not ask for facts or reasons, just listen to their times and ways. First there comes a newborn dove, every time and place must have one, when strangers look upon him with love, and in response he shines like the sun. Then comes the plowing toddle.
What?
Toddler.
No, it says toddle here.
All right, but you know it.
Then comes,
You know what it is. You know what you wrote.
Then comes the plowing toddle.
Why is a toddler plowing?
I am some sort of farm thing.
You gotta just.
Just go.
Okay, yeah.
Sometimes you gotta just
Don't
let
get
art
into it.
flow
All
over
right.
you.
I know.
Let art flow over you. That's what I do.
I'm just questioning my own
right.
writing, Mom.
All right.
With wondrous and exciting looks that still gets the normal coddle and plays with freedom from pens and books. I have no idea. Our next guy quickly speeds his gears. A mighty rebellious and mischievous lad. Wants to be received by his peers. So he ignores his conscience and does bad. Now it's become a poem about ex-cons or something.
I have no idea. I stopped
No,
listening a long time ago.
it sounded a lot like you.
Dixie
Sound
Riddle
like-
Cup. Yeah.
Go ahead.
To cry for help.
Now we have our young fellow just out of his school. Year 4.
Mellow. Year 4.
To survive, he must show his intellectual bellow
Oh, God.
It's good. It's
and
good.
register his name in the big corporate war. Wow.
All right.
That's saying
Yeah.
something
All
there.
right.
No, that's what you're in now. Let's be serious.
That's it.
That's it?
No,
No, go
but he
ahead.
survives
Finish,
that stormy battle, and he weds his first love.
Well,
That-
Casey.
That didn't know.
Second love.
Second love.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
But hotter love.
Okay, rhyming now. And he packs his things and gets on his saddle
Saddle.
for the road to creating his own dove. back to the Duff thing. I don't know. Then in the blink of an eye, our champion grows old. He rests and thinks of times gone by when he was young and bold. His days flew by in a whim, his memories far and deep, and peace swells within as he enters his timeless sleep.
Oh, let me.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, that is great.
I love that.
That
You've
is
been
good.
keeping that all these years. Let me just take a look.
Yeah, but
oh, look what it's typed on a thing of.
Oh, no.
No.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, boy.
I have the
Yeah.
He's
original.
going to run away.
Sure.
I have the original.
Oh, so you
Really,
make copies of these?
Really, the Library of Congress doesn't have that.
He got an A on it.
Yeah. Well, he should have. You
Oh,
turn
you-
something in high school, you get an A. No one could believe that someone would write a poem at that age.
Oh, you missed the other two S's after that A.
Wonderfully presented, Dave.
Yeah.
Once again, I'm very impressed.
Thank you, Mr. Noonan. Who, my sophomore English teacher. Who Noonan.
He was a nice guy.
Yeah, he sounds
He
like
was a
it.
lovely man.
was
Wasn't he,
a-
Mother?
He was. He was the
we
only
all
Kid
miss
toucher.
him.
He's a
only
kid
one who
toucher.
liked
That happened.
Yeah. So, what did you bring us? You brought us some treats here.
I brought David asked. I asked David if he would like to have some pound cake.
Ah,
So I made my homemade pound cake.
yeah.
I thought that was a meatloaf.
I thought it was a football.
I don't know how this thing opens.
Oh, honey, it's upside
Oh,
down.
foil.
Upside down, Dave.
Yeah.
We got a
Well, you were
knife
too
or-
busy writing your poetry to come up with any basic
But
mechanics.
anyway, if you'd like, you certainly can share that.
Yeah, we will. We definitely will.
Fez, do you
Okay.
eat this?
Yeah.
Yeah, he can.
You
Yeah,
do?
pound
Okay.
cake's fine. I would love to try that.
All right, great.
He's got
It's-
one of
it's a
those
very
lodged
good-
in his artery already.
It's
A knife is what he's looking for, Earl.
The thing you wave around anytime we eat, Earl, a knife.
What's it like in there, junior producer?
Earl can't get a piece, otherwise he'll cut the
Dave,
pound
Dave's
cake into
upside
millions of pieces.
It's upside down.
Upside down.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if I turn it now, it'll go on
Well,
the...
honey,
Yeah, don't put it. He's making a mockery of this.
Yeah.
Earl, why don't you bring your mom in? Mom's Mabley.
I'll just...
My Earl was something else as a young man.
Thank you.
now, if you really want to have this good, what we like to
Yeah.
have is put some ice cream on it.
Yeah. Did you bring any?
No.
Too bad.
Yeah.
Make sure you don't touch mine that much,
Thank you.
Dave.
I know, it's just been manhandled.
Little hot fudge.
Maybe Debbie should be...
Yeah.
Because women are good, not to
Take
be-
your thumb off of it. Thank you.
Please.
Could you cut the...
Just about the funniest thing I've ever watched, though.
Yeah.
Kind of ruined it a little.
It's good pound cake.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's really
I've had it a lot in my life.
How could you run away from this, Dave? At age 23.
Moist.
It is. It's very moist. This is a beautiful
yeah?
studio.
Yeah.
This is
I
a
was-
real nice spot here.
Yeah, what's happening?
It's-
What's happening?
Why are we doing this? Because we're eating?
Yeah, we wanted
We're
to get
eating
the table.
pound cakes. We have to raise the table a little. Oh, and then we lower it.
I'm very dizzy
For
today,
all the
Beanie.
short people. Oh, yes.
Dave's going through a lot of drug problems.
Did you see Fez's hair?
Pass me
Yeah,
a
no, I
fork
love it.
without touching the prongs.
It looks very
Thanks.
cool. Actually, I have my camera too. I thought I would take some pictures.
Oh, that'd be great. We'll all pose together.
If you'd like. If you'd like.
I love
But you
that.
know,
Thank you.
you really need to have some ice cream with that too.
Yeah.
And yet we don't.
But, you know, I didn't want to walk across town with the melting ice cream.
I thought Ro was going to bring the ice cream in, but
Oh, she's too busy playing the
Another-
turtle game.
yeah, another thing.
Fantastic, huh, Fez?
I'm so
How do
glad.
you like it, fellas?
Wonderful.
Good. Good.
Okay, well,
Thanks, honey.
it's been nice.
No,
what?
she's staying.
Oh,
Because, since we got to see some of the work from your past,
Yeah.
maybe Beanie could stick around and watch you do board gossip.
oh boy.
So,
Oh, jeez.
very good. Should I sit over there?
I can sit there.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Razzle dazzle. It's board gossip with Eastside Dave.
You're gonna want to cover your ear. Some of them.
Yeah, put your headphones on.
No, I was just going to say.
They make it. It's board gossip time. Starting off with Pal Talk, where it looks like Boater was looking for his boat to be chartered at F.H. Riley's recently. A reportedly drunken boater went up to Vicky J on Saturday and asked her, quote, "Will you make out with me?" I hate to say that in the presence of my mother. To which Vicky's response was, "No, dirtbag."
Dirtbag?
I don't want to say that.
What was it really?
That was what it was. End quote. Oh my, looks like Boater has been sunk once again. Hope he has a
What?
intercourse lifeboat.
What?
Some of these things. That's the music, though.
So the punchline was intercourse lifeboat?
Life.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yes.
Come on, I know that
Mr.
word.
B.
Yeah.
Do I have to do
I'm
this?
66.
Glipping back to FBA, where it seems cigars and scotch may be imbibing too much of the latter part of his name. The gossip team spotted Cigars telling a certain happy typing girl that he has sexual dreams about her. And in fact, his exact words were, oh gosh, I don't know why I'm doing this. The dreams... The HTG, quote, "The dreams make me wet and hot."
What?
What? He's been having dreams about Debbie.
Who's he?
Cigars and scotch.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh la la. And now we find the
How's he
subject...
get wet?
Oh boy. That was the quote. Hey, the subject becomes even smokier, as Cigars is in fact married. Oh my. One can only hope HTG does the right thing and puts out Cigars' flames of love.
Let's build a fire and let it get hot. Let's go down the flames of love.
Oh boy. Oh, and speaking of HTG, seems Mike Kaka has once again fled the delightful typing dame and gone back to Chicago. Oh well, looks like Miss HTG's once bright fall season has now become a blue autumn.
Blue autumn, a love like yours, I'll never know.
Bobby Goldsboro. Blue audience, mother. Bobby Goldsboro, remember?
I do.
He was one of your favorites.
Oh, yeah. She certainly was.
She's doing the voice, though?
Just to tell you, for 2 years, he spoke to me with an English accent, and I responded with the English accent.
How come?
So there you go. I don't
How
know.
come?
I don't know. He was 15 and 16. I don't know
I
what
should
that
have tried Ritalin when I was younger. And now who could it be?
Who can it be now? Who can it be now?
Seems a certain sheepish member of RonFez.net was recently seen asking Lemels advice on how to get intimate with his Russian girlfriend, to which Lemels offered this advice, quote, "Just step up." I can't say this word.
Step up and what?
I can't say this word.
Don't look at
the
me, I
other
can't
word.
say
Say
that
the other word that
I
means.
can't say
Say the
it.
other word that means it.
Sissy, maybe,
Kitty
would...
cat.
Right.
Kitty cat.
I think, okay. Hey now, end quote. As for the man-child in question, I can't tell you who it is, except he doesn't like being picked on at football games, and he often wears sweaters made from sheep. Extremely comfy, he says. I wonder. Who could it be?
Who can it be now? Who can it be now?
Oh, I can't do this next one.
No, can't be done at all. Can't even get through it.
I'll try. Look out the window! It's according to Melinda!
Sweet Melinda, my wife, lonesome over this 18-wheeler that's for me.
Oh, when we columnists thought he could go no lower, gossip spies saw Flea getting kicked out of a restaurant on Monday, Brooklyn Diner to be exact, because he refused to pay for his fried calamari, which he deemed unsatisfactory. When word spread through Pal Talk like fire through an apple, Melinda made the following statement. He's a weasel with no...
What? With no what?
Cockle-doodle-doo! I don't know. a weasel.
I think I'm putting a cramp.
That's so great that you did the exact same thing as him. I think I'm putting a cramp in him.
A cramp in his style.
He's got a cramp in his style.
cramp.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Now we know where you get it. It's amazing.
He's a weasel
I was
with
going to
no.
say, choose your own word.
Yeah, choose your own words. Don't go by others.
All right.
Choose your friends. Don't let them choose you.
That was the quote. I'd like to be accurate on Board Gossip. Well, he's a weasel with no male chicken thing, you know. End
Chicken thing?
Male chicken. End quote. Hey now, maybe Flea should consider a career in an animal freak show because he apparently is a weasel with no
Cock.
right, according to Melinda.
Glad that I'm here. Ron,
I don't know.
Aren't you happy I'm
No.
here?
Oh, yeah.
Now, upon reflection, it was not the brightest idea. And that's today's Board Gossip. And remember, we're always watching.
That was it today?
It's 5 stories. Always 5.
Couldn't even understand it today. Could you, Fez?
I didn't make heads or tails out of that one.
Nervous.
Yeah.
Mother's in the room. Mother's in the room.
It's all right. You could be nervous.
I think it's great she's here for your last day at work. I think that's fantastic.
So I'm going to take him out for a little bite to eat.
Where are you going to take him?
Celebrate.
Where are you going to celebrate? What's the big celebration?
It's his last day, I thought.
Oh, yeah.
Help carry the boxes of his stuff.
You know what you ought to do with him? Take him right down 57th Street, or stop it, to the place that you used to work at CBS.
Oh, yeah, all the way down 57th. In fact, I passed an apartment it's on 9th. It's on 57th and 9th, where we used to, one of the fellas...
used to take you after work?
Well, no, we'd go up there for a party. This fellow, he was taking some other fellas.
Ah, Barry Manilow.
And, well, no, it wasn't Barry.
Okay.
But anyway, it was this little building that's still there. It's one of like these sliver buildings. It must be at least about a 1920s building. It's really weird. But in any case, I don't know where I'm taking him because...
I haven't told her.
Yeah. We were just going out for lunch.
I was thinking that I was thinking London because you advised me to do it.
I told you it was too expensive for you.
Yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna go there, and I'm treating Mother.
Are you? How
Yes,
wonderful.
I'm treating. Today's the day I grow up, as HTG once told me.
She told you to grow up?
Well, that's what you said. She said
30.
No.
30.
Yeah, you got 30 coming up.
30.
That's right.
30 in a couple of weeks, that's a big deal. He's growing up. He's 30.
Yeah.
Isn't this something?
It's time for him to get out of that little airplane bed that you had for him back at the house.
Yeah. And also that little thing that he rolls around in in the kitchen floor.
What is that?
You know, those things that you sit in with little kids and...
Oh yeah, our nephew has like a little kid tractor, like a child tractor. I like to use it myself when it's in the kitchen.
When farming.
Yeah.
Did you know that David drowned once?
Now, what exactly? He tells us that he drowned in the ocean.
No, it wasn't the ocean.
Yeah.
We lived in Salisbury, and on a farm like this old house, very old, 1750.
Mm-hmm.
That's old.
That's what the rent was.
But in any case, it had a farm pond, and one day he fell in the farm pond. He went after his brothers. His brothers were going like down the path or something, and he followed them, but he got as far as the pond and fell in. And so I found him floating face down in the pond. He was 17 months old. And so I picked him up, and anyway, he was revived. He's here to talk about it. But this guy's had a lot of adventures.
Now, do you think he was actually dead for a little while? Like, did he stop breathing, or because he could? A big part of this,
everything was
is
stopped.
brain damage. Is why he's acting like this.
I wondered about that, but
Yeah.
But for one thing, he's very bright. So that, but there's different ways that you could have brain damage. But what happened was, and the doctor said everything happened the way it was supposed to. Like in your throat, there's a little muscle or some sort that stops, so that you don't keep breathing in the water. That stopped.
I didn't
There was
even know
also, this farm pond is fed by a spring, so it's always, it never
Cold.
freezes and it's never.
So, in fact, if it wasn't cold water, he would have.
That's exactly
He would have
right.
died as
That's
well.
right.
And
That's right.
no, it had to be rough for you because there you were watching TV, letting a 17-year-old run off for everyone.
No, you know what I was doing? I was sweeping.
Let me guess,
sweeping the kitchen floor.
Yup. Yeah, my mom used to sweep a little bit herself. So,
Yeah.
but that had to be the most terrifying moment in your life to
That
see.
was-
I can't imagine.
That was
How far to the hospital? Do you remember how far you had to take them? Or
Yeah, it was about 15 minutes to the hospital, and they wouldn't let me go in the ambulance with them, so I went in the police car in back of them. And
cuffed. So you must have thought he was gone. You must have thought they hadn't.
No, because here's what happened. I started giving him mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, but I didn't really know how to do it. And I started it.
And you didn't even stop that until you met Casey. That's when they finally.
And then the dry cleaner man came.
His real dad.
No, but he did have red hair. But
Okay.
no, it's a
Yeah,
joke.
perfect.
That's
And he
a
has
joke.
blonde hair.
He had red
No,
hair and blue eyes. Well, anyway, so he got all excited, and then I called the police, and they came. And then one of the policemen started giving mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. So he was coming back, but he wasn't awake.
Right.
So by the time, so they resuscitated him for several hours, and then he went to sleep. And when he woke up at 5 p.m, he was fine.
Yeah. Just imagine if he would have died that long ago, we would be going, why is this woman in our studio? Why has she come here today? This is odd. Cheers. So before that happened, he was normal. And then after this happened, he was the Dave that we all know.
Yeah.
Kind of loud and loud, and he was really quite loud, and spoke. He started speaking, communicating when he was about
14.
Say about this was weird because he really did, and he was not quite 2 months old, and he every time somebody talked, he
like,
talked to.
A lot of gurgling.
We call that stepping on the other person, but talking
he
the same
stepped on
exact
all
time.
my lines.
Yeah.
So, but now I forgot what it was.
Well, you said when he was little, no one could touch his ears, and he'd have a panic attack every time.
But he would scream. It was crazy. Why you couldn't touch somebody's ears, I'll never know.
Right.
He had a lot of
Something about Ruby.
Don't touch my ears. I don't want that
I know.
to be
You're
done.
the only one who knows how I moved them both into a movie plot without him knowing. I don't know why he did it. He didn't. It's out of a movie.
Then we moved to.
It's crazy, right?
Total
That's what I try to tell
hypnosis.
people. Yeah, you get them leaned into a place, and everybody's comfortable, and then you get them to say whatever you want.
It did happen.
No, it didn't. It was a film.
And then we moved to Spring Lake. When we moved to Spring Lake, the woman across the street said, "Well, I'm so happy you're here." And I said, "Oh, thanks." And she said, "Yeah, because of David, you're the loudest family on the street."
Oh.
Jeez, what a...
You know, you would have thought you would have tried to keep him away from water after that big mistake. Moved him to a desert somewhere.
No, the kids taught him how to swim.
Yeah.
And they, you know how they taught him?
pushed me.
They said, if you cross the pool down by the ocean, if you cross the pool, we'll give you this candy. And that's what they did. And that's how he was
Always
4.
loves me candy.
Yeah.
Always loves me Snickers. Says the baby who talked in 15 days.
Did.
Well,
It's good. It's a good
Yeah.
life. All right.
Is it?
That's
Thanks
what
for
I
coming
said.
in, Mom.
no, she's staying.
Yeah, what?
She's staying.
No, I mean, you're gonna thought she was gonna see the sights and smells of 57th, and I'd meet
Smells.
I
No.
know the
Casey.
sights and smells of 57th.
Long before he was born, right?
Way
Way
long
before,
ago.
huh?
Way
Back
long
when you used to
ago.
run around with Barry Manilow.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
We used to 57th Street. Well, it wasn't so different.
No, it really
I have
isn't.
to say one thing. I
Yeah.
really, if I could, I would clean those sidewalks up. There's a lot
Yeah.
of gum and stuff on the sidewalk.
Some of the gum, those little black marks you see, Fuzzy, as gum. Some of that goes back decades, and it's actually protected now.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that's what that was.
You didn't know that?
I don't know. I had no idea that was
That's
just
old gum.
Oh.
And that, if you chew gum, never swallow it, that's what happens to your intestines.
I don't
There's
need-
that's in it.
But the good part of that, when it snows, it's not slippery. 'Cause you have
That
the
is
gum
true.
there.
They
Yeah.
say that. They go
No, snow or
walk
ice,
gum to
it's
gum.
okay.
Yeah.
Got a lot of gum on 57th Street sidewalks.
No. Wonderful.
Thanks, Ma, for coming in today.
Well, you're quite welcome,
And,
and as usual, it's
I'll
a
meet
pleasure
you.
being with all of
Oh,
you.
we love it too, and it's great. I'm just so glad that you and Casey are hitting it off, and
So am I.
You're finally passing that baton, the torch now, of your baby, and you know.
Oh, he's the baton.
Yeah, he's the
Okay.
baton.
I am very happily passing the baton to Casey, and I know he's in good hands.
Oh, he sure is. Now, you remember that old Boba Fett well, I'm not even going to bring up that story.
Sure.
That story's no one's business,
Something
really.
had-
That's a private matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doll got broken.
Yeah.
You know.
Anything that you wish they would do a little differently than they do now?
Who?
Davey and Casey. Any kind of hopes and dreams that you have for them?
Well, I hope they have a nice family someday when they're ready for it, and I hope they, come down at Christmas.
I think we are going to come down at Christmas.
What about Christmas? You're coming down. What about Thanksgiving?
We're going to.
I love to see you down there for Halloween too.
No,
It'll be
that's
great.
not- no, that's a little
Spring
much.
Lake at Halloween.
All right, yeah,
So
no.
pretty.
You know what? This Sunday.
No, I can't do
For
that.
football.
Can't make it. Can't make it. Ron.
But we are having a nice birthday party for him. Dinner.
Weekend. Birthday weekend.
Yep.
So spend the whole weekend.
Yeah, no.
No.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, some wiffle ball.
Friday.
You know
Friday's
what?
good enough.
Let's do this. Let's
Friday.
make it a long weekend. We'll even take off that Monday. You want to do that?
No.
I'm in.
If you want to get in the extra day.
Work.
Earl,
I like to work on Mondays.
Yeah, but all the guys would get off if you spent a 4-day weekend there.
Yeah.
But it's
guys want
November. What's that date?
10th.
No, November 10th. We're going to
Yeah.
do it.
Isn't that
Because-
something else? Why is that familiar to me? November 10th.
Oh boy.
Oh, I remember. Worst day of my life. But, no, for some reason that date sticks out for me.
Yeah.
November 10th. No.
Yeah.
Doesn't to me.
Yeah.
November
Yeah.
11th is Armistice Day.
Oh, that's probably it.
what it is.
Armistice Eve.
Yeah,
Armistice Eve, I was thinking of.
What do you usually do on Armistice
We'd be
Eve?
all excited the night before. My dad's
You
like,
stay up
you
till-
better get the bed or else the armistice isn't coming tomorrow.
Korean food.
Yeah.
But you wear the silly hats and,
Yeah.
and you stay up till midnight.
Well,
Hit the pots and
do you
pans.
remember the first time that you didn't grow up? You grew up in the Bronx, though.
Yes.
But what are your first memories of Manhattan? Do you remember coming into Manhattan when
Yes,
you were a little
I
kid?
do very well.
Yeah. Do you
My
remember?
first memories would
Yeah.
be in the 50s, and we used to take the subway down.
Cold.
And now it was.
Don't be rude.
Yeah, it was.
You're better than that, Fez.
It was in the 50s, and we'd take the
Cold.
subway down, and you could stay down. Bunch of girls. We'd go downtown.
Practice kissing.
And stay downtown for as long as you want.
Now, we
and come
call
home
that
and
something different, but back then you used to say you were going downtown with the girls.
Well,
Yeah.
That's what she would say.
Yeah,
Mr.
we call
Bagton.
munching.
Right.
But God, so what would you do?
Well,
when you would
I
go
first
downtown?
remember going to, but see, I remember we went into the city a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And so that would be, in 8th grade and stuff. When it became fun, I remember maybe like being about 18 and we'd go down to the village. And the village was, we found the village.
Right, you're
somehow.
fascinated. It was the beat days. It was the
Fascinating.
beatniks.
It was fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, yes, it was the beat days. And, so we just would go to different places, and it was very, very interesting. And, we did that for a little bit. And then that would be like on a Friday night. Then Saturday night would be date night. And maybe you'd go whatever. I remember one of my first boyfriends. He was so adorable.
Black
and he
kid?
took me to, no, Joe Woods. And he took me
him.
he took me to 42nd Street. We went to a movie. 42nd Street was awesome then. Mm-hmm. It had
Porn?
tons.
Sailors dipping you.
No, no,
It's VJ Day. It's VJ Day.
no, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I'm not that old.
I know. I know you're not. No.
We went to there was movies, and then I
Talkies?
remember the movies, and then we went to Ripley's Believe It or Not,
Oh.
and you'd see like little people in a jar and.
Yeah, fetuses, they were called.
Oh no, really! I saw this up in the Danbury Fair with my mother and father.
Right.
They
You
had
rambling.
twins in a jar, like a formaldehyde, I guess.
Your
but
parents
a very
did?
big glass jar, and you used to go in and look at all the
Right.
little
Midgets.
stuff.
So when you went to the village, there was beatniks, there was poets,
Yeah.
there was folk music, there was jazz.
Yes.
That had to be pretty exciting. I guess marijuana was
wonderful.
new then. It was.
Oh no, nobody did that.
Nobody smoked
Oh
pot
God,
back
no,
then.
that wasn't around.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sure some people did, but not.
Yeah.
We drank beer and had like Ryan Ginger. Ryan
Oh.
Ginger, you know.
Ryan Ginger was the big thing.
You
never stopped yet.
No, Ryan Ginger, and then Rye Presbyterian, which was half ginger ale. I thought it was so sophisticated.
Yeah.
I went half ginger ale and half club soda. Anyway, we would have drinks like that. We would have drinks.
But
we
those
would
were
sing.
fun times.
We would sing. We would sit at the place and sing.
Do you remember any of the stuff that you would sing, or any of the songs that were popular back then?
Sing something for Mr. Bennington and
Oh,
Mr. Watley,
gosh.
please, because
Wait
you're a
a
good
minute.
singer. You always have been.
Oh, thanks, honey.
Yeah.
Always have been, man.
Thank you.
You've always been a great singer.
Stop it. Jeez, he's going to
Okay,
sing.
all right.
But
Struck oil.
I
Stop
can't.
drilling.
Are you talking about? Oh, well, I'll tell you what we did. So wait.
Yeah.
Wait,
So
you didn't
then-
sing a song.
Okay, but I'll tell you now. Then I will.
Yeah.
Then in the 60s, in 1960,
Get
I
warmer.
went to yeah,
See,
I went
old
to
joke.
CBS,
Woodstock.
and I stayed there. Now in the mid 60s, I was over 57th over there in the production center, and then we had a whole bunch of kids in in our 20s, and we would go out, and then Barry started. He started to have like little gigs and stuff like that. So we'd go and we would.
He played with Bette Miller at the Improv, right? Is that when he?
His first person was this other person,
Mm.
but Jeannie Lucas. God, how do I remember this? And so she was the singer, and he was just a piano player. He never sang.
Right.
He was not a singer, but he was a wonderful
Arranger, yeah.
And like a lot of people would ask him, would you play for auditions on Broadway and stuff like that? So anyway, we would go down to different places, and everybody had in Irish, it's called the party piece. What you had was everybody had a song they would sing. It was the same song, and everybody would do their song. We'd go to different places and just sit around. Barry would play the piano, and everybody had a song. So here was my song. It's called.
Hold on, I just woke up. Oh, sorry. How long was I out?
Through the mid 60s.
All right, but we're still here. The show's not over.
wait a minute.
No.
All right, this is Dave's mom,
2007. We have a long way to
Beanie.
go.
2007. Well,
We have a long way to
they
go.
did it all in one night. They did it all in one night. It's still Christmas. All right, so Beanie's mom, Beanie's here, Dave's mom, and is going to sing a song that she used to sing back in the 60s, and then after that we'll take it into the 70s and then on into the 80s. Yeah. Casey, I hope we're not stepping on any of the lunchtime talk. All right, so let me
Wait, is it really only a quarter?
no, we're not on the air. We wouldn't do this.
Oh, okay.
Even the satellite, you can't get along with
I'm
this being
getting tired.
entertainment.
All right, here we go. Here we
Yeah.
go. Yesterday I heard a lover sigh, goodbye, oh me, oh my. 7 times he got aboard the train, and then 7 times he hurried back to kiss his love again and tell her, tootsie goodbye. Tootsie, don't cry, the choo-choo train that takes me away from you. Nobody knows how sad it makes me. Kiss me, tootsie, and then do it over again. Watch for the mail, I'll never fail. If you don't get a letter, then you'll know I'm in jail. Ho, ho, ho. Tootsie, goodbye. Tootsie, don't cry.
There it is. Of course, you know, the 1960s music, what could be
It sounded
better?
a little better when Barry was playing the piano.
Oh, he would play for you while you would
Oh,
sing.
yeah.
Yeah. And then he turned gay. All right, so,
I don't think so.
no, he's not. He's straight.
Yeah.
He's definitely straight.
I don't know.
It's sad he
I
never...
don't know, and I don't care what he is. He's just
Yeah,
a good
he's
guy.
just fantastic.
Give me a
He's
headache.
good. He's a good man.
How's his new album doing, Earl? Did you ever look it up?
I'm doing very strong.
Why don't you give me numbers instead of just trying to guess and lie to me?
I'm not lying to you. All of them have hit number 1, and this one I think hit number 4. But I'll get exact numbers.
Good, thank you. So there he is, still having hit albums after all these years. Your old friend Barry.
Yeah. I remember when he made his first record, you know.
Is that right?
He said we were in the car or something, we were going someplace, and he said, "Oh, I made a record." And I said, "You made a record?" And he said, "Yeah, you should see how good it sounds when you're in like a sound studio and you have all these different, I don't know,
Sound things.
Sound things. Yeah, right.
Equipment.
Professional
equipment.
singers.
Sound
He
equipment.
said, "It sounds really good." He said,
Was that from the 60s?
"No, it wasn't."
This,
You
you know what's weird? The whole time you were saying that, I can't believe. I'm like, how dull is this knife that it won't go through my artery? How dull could that be?
It's an Al
so thanks for
Jolson
coming in.
song.
Oh.
Was it Al Jolson?
Yeah, it
in
was
the
Al
20s.
Jolson.
I don't know why
Yeah.
I sang that song. But
Yeah, I don't either.
That was my-
This
that
didn't
was
make
my song.
sense. But it was wonderful. So Barry comes out. He says, "I just
I made this little record, but it was
made
a
record."
demo. It was a demo.
Yeah, it was a demo.
So
And
I
that
said, well,
turned out
that's
to be,
nice.
"I Can't Smile Without You."
No. No, because that was years later. Then he
Yeah,
went with
I know.
Bette
Years
Midler,
later,
and then he went.
Yeah, we'll get to the 80s. Don't worry. We got plenty of time.
Still in the
Thanks for coming
70s.
in.
Yeah.
No, wait.
Then there was something new. It was called MTV. Now, we didn't understand it at the time. You have to remember this was the 80s.
Do you know Video Killed Radio
television.
The Buggles come on.
What?
And
What?
our jaws hit the ground.
Would you know Come On Eileen? By any
Oh,
chance?
don't talk
Come
dirty.
on,
That's your
Eileen.
mother.
No, I never
Seriously.
heard of that.
Come on Eileen.
Ooh, Dave, you have a nice voice.
I know. Thank you, Mother.
You know what?
Family.
Thank you. We
Seriously,
have nice
because and I think it's wonderful that you love him, but he's never going to learn if you tell him everything he does is great. He'll go out and try it in the real world.
We love to sing that birthday song
Yeah.
that we learned.
Happy
can
birthday
sing.
to you.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, it's a good one. They sing
Can we
it
sing
before.
Should I sing it to David?
Yeah.
Well, no, we can both sing it to
Okay,
Fez.
great.
No.
Oh,
One-
is today's the Fez's birthday?
Yeah, today's Fez's birthday.
Today's Fez's birthday.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
Today's Fez's
he's our Barry Manilow. We
Yeah,
don't think he's
one.
gay either.
1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday just for you. Happy birthday, and may all your dreams come true. When you blow out the candles, there remains a glow. It's the sunshine of your smile wherever you go.
Thank you.
And Dave, that's what you did instead of moving out and starting your life? Just you and your mom sat around singing like Eddie Arnold?
Actually, I used to go down.
That's the Irish
insane.
tenor type of singing.
That was
You know what? I know that sounds great when you're drunk, but we're all sober here today. That's what the Irish don't understand. They all think they're great singers and fighters, but they're so drunk they don't remember
Wait a
what
minute,
really
I
happened.
just remembered my cousin Billy Dodd's coming from Ireland next Monday.
Oh,
A week
God, you have to
Monday.
bring them by.
more stories.
Hi, Ma. I think we got
No, we have to.
And we had nothing to eat over there. Nothing but a potato for the entire village. You know what I tell these stories? I get a little thirsty. If you could just give me another drink there, thank you. Oh, the Irish, they think that they're great storytellers. They're just loaded.
He used to cut peat. He showed me where the peat came from.
Yeah, they make houses out of it. It's
No,
shit.
but it was for heat.
And they're making houses out of it.
It was for heat. It did smell a little funny.
Pete for heat.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for that birthday song. That was nice.
Fezzy,
I'm sorry, that's the cake I got. But
yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize it was his birthday.
icing.
Not to interrupt here, but, well, a pound cake doesn't come with icing.
Oh.
And I loved it, too, because it takes away all that extra moisture I have in my mouth. All right, Earl, we need to get Mr. Perfect's pick. Fezzy, has never not come through for us.
So we'll see what he has today.
Here comes Mr. Perfect, college football picks.
Hello, everyone. Mr. Perfect with another solid,
Mr. Perfect, our junior producer.
another winner for this weekend. I am going to take the Crimson Tide of Alabama. They are 6.5-point favorites over Mississippi. I am going to pick the Crimson Tide.
Crimson Tide, Fezzy, Alabama. You know, now I notice he's turned to the favorites.
Yeah, he's taking a favorite here on the road at Mississippi.
That's his way.
Yeah, I don't care for going into Mississippi giving up points.
Ole Miss. Now, does Ole Miss still have Archie Manning playing for him, or did he finally graduate?
He finally got his degree.
Another person my mom dated.
Archie Manning? That would be I would have fainted.
Bunker.
I literally would have fainted if that was true. Hey, I know you're a big Yankees fan, Beanie, and this is going to be another really disappointing year for you.
Yeah.
But Mike Lupica, your favorite writing,
Yeah, I love him.
attacks the captain, Derek Jeter. Says he's one of the worst shortstops in baseball, and he's the guy letting the Yankees down.
He had a rough series, but
Yeah.
he's not the worst shortstop in baseball.
I went a little far, but he came up with 8 names that he thought were better shortstops and better players right now.
I say BS. First
Yeah,
of all,
I say-
Jeter's
no,
320,
Jeter's-
got 4 rings, World Series MVP, All-Star Game MVP.
What is it time for Joe Torre to go?
I hate to say this, but I was just talking to my friend on the phone, Marita, and
How's she
we
doing?
talked. She's doing
She
good,
doing okay?
but she's a big Yankee fan, and I was saying, what's your
Don't
feeling?
go away if you laugh.
She
It's
said
okay.
She said just what I thought. I think he should resign. I
Yeah.
hate to see him fired.
Yeah, I agree with Mother.
Yeah,
I
as you always have. As you always have.
Boy, Dave.
I don't dislike Joe Torre.
No,
Yeah.
no.
But it's time for him to step down. And it's time for a man named Donald Arthur Mattingly, born in Evansville, Indiana.
Why him?
I don't
Damn.
think-
Why
Dave,
him?
Dave,
Because
I don't go down
It would be the perfect transition. I don't want Tony La Russa, Ma, and I'm
I
not
don't
coming
want Tony,
home for
but what
Christmas
about Joe
if you want
Girardi?
him.
What's wrong with Girardi?
I don't want Joe Girardi.
No, Daddy doesn't either. But
This is why I don't
You know
have
what?
dinner at
I'm
their
going to tell you
house.
what. You're all making the wrong mistake. You got the best manager in baseball, but he's standing there at third base, Larry Boa.
Mr. Boa.
yes,
Put Larry
I
Boa
agree.
in
You know
there,
what?
and I tell you,
think I said that a few months ago.
He will
I agree with that.
jerk a knot into those players.
I wouldn't be against Boa.
And 2 years
I
later, you're going to have
wouldn't
to
be
get.
either.
And it's going to be like, it would be like Billy Martin came back to the Bronx. You would love him. He's so scrappy.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
be against it. I want
I
either
agree
Boa
with
or
that.
Mattingly.
I agree with that.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, just for you.
But I want to say one thing. I don't know if
Oh,
David
just
knows
one.
this.
Another shot, Mom? Yeah, let's do another shot.
Just a little one.
Yeah,
just a little teeny one.
Yeah, it takes the cold night air off us.
Or as we say in Ireland, just a little smile.
Yeah.
Just a little tiny smile.
Just a little smile.
Putting personalities
Yeah.
on your problem.
And you would have rather done that than date, huh, Dave? That was better to stay home and do that than go out.
Yeah.
You know, but for the first time, 16 years we had season tickets, Sunday plan, not
Yeah.
the whole season ticket, just the Sunday plan. We're not going to do it next year.
Oh,
Wow.
I'm going to spit my water. No.
Yes,
No.
why don't you
Yes.
take him over,
No.
Dave?
yes.
Take over
I
the
only
Sunday
have,
plan.
I don't exactly have $2,000.
That's the point.
Yeah.
See, David said, "Oh no, Ma, oh, you can't, and we're going to go to the new stadium." I said, "You know what? Nobody goes. Patrick's
Right.
in L.A. Wally won't go from Pennsylvania.
Pepper Hicks went. Johnny went to games.
They're not her
this
son.
but you
Yeah.
didn't go."
What?
And nor
Pepper
did
and Johnny.
Mark's in Virginia. So who's going to go? And Daddy and I are getting
K-Rob
tired.
next year.
K-Rob.
The interns might get
Well,
the
anyway, we're
tickets.
not
What's
gonna
wrong
get
with
it.
that?
Yeah.
I really hope you reconsider that. I don't like to pay for the tickets, but I like to go to the games. And so that would be nice if you guys still got the season tickets.
Okay.
Yes.
No, you don't have to do that, Bean.
Please.
No.
No offense, but okay, but no.
Yeah, you're cutting into the liquor budget.
You know what I mean? Right,
Yeah.
Fuzzy?
It's a shame.
Right, Fuzzy?
Exactly.
Okay,
Huh?
but
I
You back
agree
up,
with you.
Fuzzy?
Yeah.
okay, but no.
Oh, man.
I agree.
How you
It's
doing?
a shame.
I am spinning.
What's bothering you, big man?
Dizziness.
Yeah.
Dizziness. Withdrawal. I'm coming off of a drug.
Oh,
Heroin. It's so difficult.
what type of drug?
Morphine.
Yeah. An antidepressant.
Oh gosh, why would you come off an antidepressant?
Yeah, wouldn't that be so good to stay on it?
They were depressing me.
No, because I have some friends who were
What are
on
their
it, and
names?
they've worked wonderful.
Oh, yeah. Didn't work for me, Beanie.
Well, you have to get to a different drug.
Yeah.
You have to keep
That's what-
trying
that's
until
what
you
they
Keep trying
Right.
drugs. That's the
Yeah.
best thing to hear from your mom. Keep trying drugs.
But they're wonderful, really.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
really,
Drugs are
nobody
great.
should suffer like that.
Yeah, drugs
No,
are
Thank
I'm
you.
very
wonderful.
serious. I'm
Thank
very
you.
serious about that.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
No, absolutely.
Especially on his birthday, Ma.
You're
Speak-
a good
Do I hear
man.
tiny
You're
steps?
A good man. and
Oh,
you're
it's
good.
K-Rob. So, it was wonderful to have you
Oh,
here,
it
and
was
I'd
great
like
to
to
be here.
start
Thank
doing
you
this
so much.
more. I really would.
Okay.
I'd love to have you come in more.
Okay. Well, we'll
And
consider
thanks
it.
so much for the cake.
Oh, you're quite welcome.
You know, a lot of times it's appropriate to bring a beverage or even the ice cream.
Like at
something.
school, like when I did,
Yeah.
when I was teaching. I brought the soda and the napkins and the cake. Sorry about that.
No. It was wonderful. We really
I
enjoyed it.
I did enjoy it.
Yeah, what happened
I
to
love
the hand?
antiques.
I had elective surgery, so.
You elected
It's getting
it.
better and better. I can't play golf for 4 more months. That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
No offense.
Oh.
No offense.
Once you're able to play golf again, we won't see you. You love to be out there,
That's
huh?
about right.
Yeah.
She loves the links.
Yeah.
Sausages?
No, golf course.
Oh, because I was going to say I'm starving. Be a nice thing to bring sausages next time.
Daddy
She was thinking about giving you a pot roast.
birthday, happy birthday, just for you. Happy birthday, and may all your dreams come true. When you blow out the candles, there remains a glow. It's the sunshine of your smile wherever you go. You know, the only problem with that is I get nervous when you guys end with that kiss.
That's how it ends.
Seriously, you should have a Mountie.
That's how the
You
song
should have a Mountie suit on for that.
Tradition. It's a tradition. That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
That's all it is. Not a snowball. And that's not a term I'll take from any man.
Ooh,
Yeah.
you sound good.
Oh, yeah, isn't it?
Oh,
Isn't
yeah,
it wonderful?
You sort of look like it.
Well, easy.
Being a little bit.
Easy. Let's all be careful here. Fezzi, anything else?